So we're just going to get ourselves nice and stable on the ball. So just a little bit of hip circles. So going round with the tailbone, one direction and then the other. Okay, so bring it back to center. So with the feet, so the knees should have a 90-degree bend in, and the feet, if you need a bit more balance, just take them a bit wider, that's fine. But if you can have them hip distance apart, that's great. And we're just going to take a side bend. And back to center, and then a side bend. Center, and again. Bring it back up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to start working slowly into the hips and lower abs. So we just took the tailbone in and bring it up. So feet should be nice and stable. So it is mainly the tailbone that's doing the work and the lower abs. So shoulders and neck should be nice and relaxed. Okay, walk the feet slightly forward. Make sure they're nice and solid. And then we're just going to roll further down and bring it back up. So really using those lower abs rather than the leg muscles. Keep going. So after the next one, when we go down, we're going to stay down. So your lower back should be supported on the ball. Engage the whole of the abs, and we're going to crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the shoulders relaxed. 6. Keep breathing. 7, 8, 9, 10. Brilliant. Right, you might need a little more room in front of you as we're going to walk down. So our upper back and head are just resting on the ball. So if the lower back's on the ball, we're going to lift it off, squeeze the glutes. So 90-degree bend in the knees. So keep those hips nice and lifted. I'm going to take the arms out wide. And we're going to lift them up in front so they're above our heads, and take them back wide, keeping the hips nicely lifted at all times. If you want to extend this, as we bring the arms up in front, palms come together. You then rotate and take them to the side. Lift them back up and take them to the other side. Make sure in the center you're lifting the hips back up. Keep that going. One more each side. Okay, just bring the arms just gently down to the side. Squeeze the glutes to keep the hips lifted, and see if you can come up on your toes. So lift up onto the toes and take it down. Lift up onto the toes, take them down, lift up onto the toes, heels down, up onto the toes, heels down, up onto the toes, heels down. Last 2, up onto the toes, heels down. The last one. Now, if you can, you roll the body back up to seated. If you can't, just roll down to the floor. So sitting nice and tall. We're just going to have a little go at balance. So make sure the feet are nicely planted, weights through the center. Arms wherever you are. You can hold the ball, but not holding it tight. I tend to have mine just at the side. And then we're going to lift the right leg. And put it down. Lift the left leg. And put it down. Really make the abs work. Neck and shoulders shouldn't do any of the work at all, so keep them nice and relaxed. Keep going, keep breathing. Okay, we're going to go for one more each side. So a couple of shoulder rolls. So from here, we're going to come off the ball and we're going to bring the ball in front of us. So make sure the core's really engaged for this one. So just take it steady to start with. So fingertips come to the front of the ball. We're going to roll it forwards. The weight of the hands comes on it here. We scoot the belly button in. We drop the weight onto the ball. Relax the shoulders. If that's enough, stay there. Otherwise, drop the pelvis forward. Pause. And then as you come back, imagine you've got a string coming through the belly button that's drawing you back. So it's the abs pulling you back. And keep breathing. I'm going to try and do 10 if we can. Don't drop into the shoulders as you put the weight on the ball. The chest stays lifted away from the ball. Last two. Last one. So from here, we're going to rest the chest on the ball. So it's almost your center of the body that's on the ball. The feet go slightly wider to keep you nice and balanced. Fingertips come to temples. We drop the nose down to the ball and then lift the chest away, squeeze the shoulders together. So pull the elbows back, drop it down, lift up, drop down, lift up, take it down, keep breathing, keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Three more. From here, we're just going to pull the body weight slightly forward so the weight is partially in the hands and just on the toes. And then we're going to clench the thighs. So as you clench the thighs, your bum lifts, squeeze and drop it down. So squeeze, clench the bum, relax the shoulders and slowly put it down. So you're going to lift and clench, slowly put it down. So working the lower abs, glutes and back. Here we go for 3 more. And last one. Okay, so from here, walk the hands slightly further forward. And then we're going to do a little bit on the arms. So you're just going to bring the body weight down, allow the legs to lift, and then push back up with the arms. So come down, allow the body to lift, and drop it down so the body stays nice and straight. You might have to come a little bit further forward on the ball just to get the balance right. And push back up with the arms. Three more. Last one. Okay, so we're going to roll back off the ball. Roll the ball forward and we'll sit in front of it. So if you lie on the mat and the feet just rest on the ball, arms come out wide, core engaged, shoulders relaxed. We push the ball away so it comes underneath the calves. Push through the legs and lift. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips high. So we get a nice straight line. And slowly lower the body back down and roll the ball back in. Push away. Push through the ball. Lift. Nice straight line through the body. Drop it back down and roll the ball towards you. Push it away. Push onto the ball and lift. Drop it back down and roll the ball towards you. Take it away. Push and lift. Drop it down and pull it towards you. 2 more. Push it away and lift. Drop the body back down. Pull it towards you. Last one, take it away and lift. If you want to extend that, really engage the core while you're lifted out, while you're pushed out. Push into the right leg, lift the left. Put it down. Push into the left leg, lift the right. Put it down. 1 more each side. Then drop the body back to the mat and roll the ball towards you. So we're going to drop the legs over the ball. Arms come out wide. We drop the knees to the left and look to the right. So keeping the legs on the ball, keeping the shoulders on the mat. Training first one direction and then the other. Slow and steady, make sure it's the abs that's bringing the ball back to center. Going for one more each side. Bring it back to center. So taking the ball, we're going to put it, I'll wriggle down my mat a bit. We're going to lift it up and rest it on the front of the shins. Arms come up, so palms onto the ball, push your shoulders into the mat. Core engaged, shoulders relaxed. So we're going to take the left hand, right leg. So push the opposite into the ball. So take those away. Slowly lift them back up. And then take right arm, left leg. Bring it back to center. Left arm, right leg. Bring it back up. Keep that going. If it's too much doing it with a straight leg, you can always bend the knees. Keep going, keep that pelvis in neutral, so keep the abs working. If you feel the pelvis lifting, you can always just don't tuck the legs down quite so far. And that's fine. Slow and steady. Keep breathing. One more each side. Okay, so you're going to put the legs in tabletop and rest the ball on the shins. So keep them nice and stable. Then we're going to have fingertips to temples and we're going to lift the chest to the ceiling. So we're going to lift up, pause, take it down. Keeping that ball nice and stable. Lift up, pause, take it down. So you're lifting up to the ceiling. Drop it back down to the mat. Lift it up to the ceiling. Take it down to the mat. Lift up to the ceiling. Take it down to the mat. 3 more. Lift up. Come back down. Keep breathing. Lift up. Bring it back down. Last one. Lift up. And bring it back down. Okay, last challenge for the abs. Ball goes between the ankles. Arm goes above the head. Won't just have enough room in here, I think. We're going to lift up, take the ball out of the feet, take the ball behind the head, drop the feet down, lift back up, put the ball between the ankles, take that down to the mat, and take the arms away. Slow and steady. One more in each direction. Okay, just put the ball down to one side, rock back up to sitting. So we're just going to come back to sitting on the ball for a second. So sitting tall, relax the shoulders. You take the arms out wide And we're just going to do a little bit of rotation. Keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. The last one. Come back to center. Bring the arms down to the ball. We'll take a side bend. Center. Side bend. Center, one more each side. Bring it back to center. We'll just do one last exercise, just moving the hips around, just circling in one direction, loosening up the lower back. And there we are, shoulder roll. Thank you very much.